Welcome back, students. I am your geography teacher Vandana Joshi and you are watching SST June. Students, now we are end of the book. In the book, we have seen how the planets formed, how the environment, the atmosphere, the water system and how the climate is working. So today we are going to study another new topic in that same series, and our today's topic is life on the earth, in which we will see the human being survival in the planet earth. So in this topic today we are going to see few subtopics. Our today's subtopics are ecology, in which we will study about what is ecology and what is the ecosystem. In the next topic, we will see the types of ecosystem. Are there any types of ecosystem? Yes, there are types of ecosystem which we are going to study in this topic. Then later, we will see the structure and function of ecosystem, how the ecosystem is working in our earth. That we will see in this topic. Then later, we will see the types of biome, which is also a part of the ecosystem. So let's start our today's topic with our first topic, ecology. Students, before going to see the ecology, first we will see from where the ecology starts. What is the reason behind that we have studied the ecology? So let's talk about it. We know that we are living in a biosphere. It is a mixture of three more components of our environment. So these three components are the atmosphere, lithosphere and the hydrosphere. So these three components are together making a biosphere. These three components are the components of our biosphere. Again, I am repeating you, the atmosphere, lithosphere and the hydrosphere. All these three components are known as the component of our environment, which is together forming another component of our environment, which is suitable for the human being, and it is known as for the biosphere. So as we know, the sphere in which human life is possible is also known as biosphere. The biosphere is a condition of environment which consists of all the living component of the earth. Even we can say the all kind of living beings are interacting with each other is known as a biosphere. In that we can include the plants, animals, microorganisms and their interaction with the surrounding environment. Not only the plant and animal, we can include the human beings also, and whatever the things which are living beings, these all things we can include in a biosphere which are interacting with each other in a environment. So here, thus it includes whole of the region of the earth that is inhabited by the living organism. Means the whole earth is known as the biosphere. As we know, the earth is having a layer of atmosphere. Earth is known as the lithosphere, the first layer, and the earth is covered around 78% of area of earth is covered by the hydrosphere. So the whole earth is known as a biosphere. Clear? Here we know all the living organisms, these are interacting with each other in the lithosphere, atmosphere and the hydrosphere as well. And the physical study of the interaction between organism and their scientific environment. The whole study of these all things, which is a scientific study of our environment, it is known as a ecology. So in other words, we can say the study of all these three things is known as the ecology. So now what is our question? What is ecology? So in the other words, we can say the study of biosphere, in which the atmosphere, lithosphere and the hydrosphere is included. That is known as the ecology. Clear? So now we will see from where the ecology came. Okay, so let's see what is ecology. So the word ecology, it is the mixture of two words. One is eco and other is logy. So eco is derived from the word oikos, O-I-K-O-S. Oikos means home or home-like. Home or home-like. Logi is another word which is included in the eco. Another word of logi is the logos. L-O-G-O-S. So the meaning of logos is science. Or we can say science or of study. So the meaning of ecology is the study of home, the science of home, or we can say the study of home-like. So as we know, the earth is our home-like, or we know earth is a home for the humans. So the meaning of ecology can be the study of home. Study of home, like home, or in the other word of home we can say earth. Okay, so the study of earth, which is known as our home planet, is known as ecology. If we talk about the proper manner of ecology, there is a system for that, a system through which we are studying about the ecology. This system is known as the ecosystem. So the study and the system through which we will be aware about the ecology, that system is known as the ecosystem. So now our next topic is what is ecosystem. Here we will study what is ecosystem. So now let's see our next topic. What is ecosystem and its type? So if we talk about the ecosystem, as already right now we have studied, the ecosystem is a system in which the all kind of living and the non-living organism are interacting with each other. Ecosystem is all kind of energy. Okay, it is a kind of human, plants, animals, and all living beings are coming in the ecosystem. These all, everything is known as the ecosystem. So as already I told you, ecosystem is a system which is handling to the ecology, and ecology is derived from the biosphere, and biosphere means the atmosphere, hydrosphere and the lithosphere. So ecosystem is also divided into various parts, but mainly we can divide the ecosystem into two types. One is the terrestrial ecosystem and the another one is the aquatic ecosystem. So what are the types of the ecosystem? Let's see. So first type is terrestrial ecosystem and the second is aquatic ecosystem. So terrestrial ecosystem, as we know, terrestrial means the earth like. So terrestrial ecosystem means the ecosystem of earth, and the aquatic ecosystem, aquatic word is refers to the marine and the sea life, or we can say it is referred to the hydrosphere, and the terrestrial refers to the atmosphere and the lithosphere. So here we can say our ecosystem is divided into two parts: terrestrial or the earth or the lithosphere's ecosystem, and aquatic ecosystem means the marine life ecosystem or the ocean life ecosystem or the sea life ecosystem. So we know the terrestrial ecosystem is refers to the natural ecological groups which can be further we will study in the form of biomes. So now in the detail we will see what is the terrestrial ecosystem and what is the aquatic ecosystem. So let's see what is the terrestrial ecosystem. Terrestrial ecosystem refers to the natural ecological groups of plants and animals extend over large areas. Each of major terrestrial ecosystem or terrestrial areas with their group of plants and associated animals have different type of biomes, including tropical rainforest, savanna, Mediterranean, deciduous, grasslands, deserts, taiga and tundra, about which we will study in our next video. Here, the terrestrial ecosystems are of greater concern because we live on land and needs for our food and other materials are met from terrestrial ecosystem. The surface of the land has a cover of vegetation of different kinds depending on climate conditions such as moisture, temperature, etc. Plants occur in distinct groups of communities in areas having similar climates condition, and these are referred as the biomes. Now if we talk about the aquatic ecosystem, there are many kinds of aquatic ecosystem that differ widely with regard to abiotic factors. The aquatic ecosystem range from upon ocean to small temporary puddles have condition of salinity, depth and fluctuations of the temperature, which is divided into marine and the freshwater ecosystem. So first we talk about the marine ecosystem or the marine based environment. The marine environment is characterized by high concentration of salt and mineral ions. The salt concentration in the open sea is about 3.5%. Salinity of the surface water and the water of various depths and latitude varies. Salinity is least near the poles and river mouth. If we talk about the freshwater environment or the freshwater ecosystem, it is based on the lakes and the ponds are the sources of the freshwater bodies and occur particularly in every biome. They vary in size from less than a hectare to hundred of hectares. So the freshwater ecosystem is basically depend on the lakes, ponds and the rivers. As you can see on the board, here is a flowchart of the structure and function of ecosystem. Generally, we have seen the picture for this function of the ecosystem, in which always we have seen ecosystem proper, in which sunlight, tree, sometime a herbivorous animal is there like goat, rabbit, and same like that only. And then after that, one carnivorous is there like in the form of any wild animal. And then after that, top carnivorous, in it can be include any this type of person who can eat the carnivorous. One more species is there which is known as the omnivorous, including we are including in the omnivorous especially the human beings. But this time we will see this structure in which we can see the producer, in which we know the trees are there in the producer, okay, or the plants. So they are receiving the energy from the solar energy and they are taking the nutrition from the soil, okay. Then the producer or the green plants can be taken by the primary consumer, which is known as the herbivorous, especially the goat, the rabbit, and these type of animals. Those are taking only the green plants. They all are coming in the primary consumer and also known as the herbivorous. And the plants can be, if not utilized, these can be dead remains, and after that these can be decomposed, okay. These can be decomposed by the decomposers. In the decomposers we can include from ant and the turmoil, and more than this, sometime we can include rat, crow, many type of species of birds like vulture, eagles. These all are coming in the decomposers. Then if the same activity, the primary consumer can be consumed by the secondary consumer, which is also known or in the category of the carnivorous. The carnivorous also can be in the form of dead remain and then can be decomposed by the decomposers. Then after, the secondary consumer can be consumed by the tertiary consumer, which is known as the top carnivorous. In the top carnivorous or the carnivorous, we can include the omnivorous as well. So this is a total cycle. Then again, this entire process is going to be from the decomposer, and the decomposers are also going in the soil nutrition, okay. Then again the same process is going from the soil nutrients, these are going to the green plants with the help of solar energy. Then after that, again the entire process is going on, which is a function, or we can say a proper structure of our ecosystem. Now let's see this ecosystem in detail. Now let's see how does an ecosystem works. Ecosystem works with the help of producers and the consumers. The producers include all the green plants which manufacture their own food through photosynthesis. The primary consumers include herbivorous animals like deer, goat, mice, and all plant-eating animals. The carnivorous include all the flesh-eating animals like snake, tiger, and the lions. Certain carnivorous like hikes and the mangoes. The decomposers are those that feed on dead organisms. For example, the vultures and the crows. And further breaking down of the dead matter by other decomposing agents like bacteria and various microorganisms. And this entire process is known as the structure and the functioning of the ecosystem. Students, now let's see about today's last topic, that is types of biome. As you know, the biome refers to the terrestrial ecosystem. So it is just divided into the terrestrial biomes. So in the terrestrial biomes, we are having the different types of it. So the types of biomes are the forest biomes, desert biomes, grassland biomes, aquatic biomes, and the altitude biomes. So for forest biomes, the forest which is divided into several parts like the tropical forest, temperate forest, rainforest, deciduous forest, and many more. So the study of these forests is coming under the forest biome. If we talk about the desert biomes, the desert biome in which we are studying the ecology or the environment of the desert area. As we know, desert is also of different kind. Like the desert is not only the dry and hot desert, even the desert can be in the cold form as well. So the study and the features which we are getting in the desert, it is coming under the desert biome. The grassland biomes. Many areas in the world like the savannas, the tundras and many type of areas which are not having so much high length of vegetation. So these areas especially for the pastures of the animals, and these areas are known as the grassland biomes. The environment of the grassland biome is always very less, or we can say the mild temperature. So that we are going to study in the grassland biomes. Now see the aquatic biome. As already I told you, the aquatic is divided into two types. One is the marine one and the freshwater. So different type of study which is based into the aquatic life, this is coming under the aquatic biome. The next is the altitude biome. In the altitude biome, we are studying about the high altitude areas, especially which are situated in the ice-like areas, or we can say the polar regions or the high altitude or the areas which are having the cold temperature. These type of studies are coming under the altitude biomes. Students, these all type of biomes we will study in our next upcoming video. The topic biogeochemical cycle, in which we will study all these type of biomes in the different types. So for that, keep watching SST Zone.